Okay. One sec. All right, the first patch for Battle Aces is out. And this is like 2 days after the beta started. So let's take a look. Weekly free unit rotation. Okay. Due to this being our first beta test with beta players playing so much, we wanted to move to more quickly test various units by having a daily unit rotation for this phase of the beta. Let's check this first. And if we need more quicker unit testing, we'll definitely try more things around getting more units to more players' hands. Heavy Hunter. Okay, so damage against ground units decreased by 67%. Damage against air units is unchanged. Movement speed decreased by 16.5%. Hold on. Heavy Hunter is... It's this right here. Okay, so let me just switch over to that real quick. So that's Heavy Hunter. Okay, so this is looking like it's getting a pretty big nerf. I actually didn't play too much against that before this patch, but I played against it a lot today. So maybe people don't realize that it's patched right now. Okay, going back to this, we agree that and see Heavy Hunters being 2 all around. It's fast, high damage, has long range, so it really shuts down all air units extremely well. On top of that, due to the high range and high speed nature of this unit, majority of ground units can be kited easily, countering most ground units as well. We wanted to first try some changes to target it better towards its intended role and see how it goes from there. Okay, that sounds good. Raider, movement speed. I actually talked to David Kim specifically about the Raider. So I'm going to go ahead and put my hand up and be like, I helped with this. Because as soon as the first game I played against the Raider, I instantly messaged them. I said, this unit is literally anti-fun. That's exactly what I said. It is anti-fun. It's like 10 oracles. It's so crazy how strong it is. All right, so movement speed decreased by 37%, health decreased by 50%. We agree with many feedback regarding it's unfun to play against. Our view of the reason why is this. It is one of the fastest units in the game and has high health that also has high DPS. So we believe it's creating the feeling of I can't catch up to them, so I can't kill them. When I do catch up, they escape oftentimes due to high health, and they just kill all my workers. So we'd like to try a change where players who are prepped against raiders have a much easier time dealing with them. And the main way they will be effective is when players using them effectively sneak by and surprise their opponents. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what the Raider is, it's this right here. It's this buggy thing, and it rails workers. It's the strongest worker harassment thing I've ever seen in any game. It runs through and kills your mineral line in 2 seconds, or it was doing that at least. It looks like the damage is still the same, so I guess it'll kill them just as quickly, but it's a bit slower. I want to just mention something here. Look, I really like Battle Aces. I think they're doing a good job with it. I've talked about this before, and I think this is one of the things that's not as fun about StarCraft 2 as it is fun about StarCraft 1. I don't think you should make specific harassment units. I think what you should do is make units and let players figure out what they want to harass with. I think when you make specific harassment units, such as the Hellion or the Raider here or the Oracle, I don't think that makes for fun gameplay ever. Whereas if you just have units and you're like, okay, I could harass with these units because they're kind of fast. I kind of like it. It seems like it would work out. And then you never really see those units in an army. You never see oracles in an army. You never see, like, realistically, there's times you can see Hellions in an army, but it's pretty rare, right? The Raiders obviously can't be an army. They can't even hit regular units. So in my opinion, it's bad game design to make units specifically for harassment. That seems like you're hand-holding the players too much. You're taking away their creativity by making something where it's like, well, why would you harass with anything else? Just fucking go for this thing and harass with this because it's better at it, right? And of course, there's a little bit more strategy to it because in this game, you have to use a certain number of units. So there is a bit more strategy in this game than other games for that, but I just want to point that out, right? Okay. Mortar. Damage against durable units decreased by 50%. Okay, thank God. Because this is the one other piece of feedback I gave them was mortars are killing everything too fast. When they're one-shotting units that cost the same amount as them, that's wrong. That shouldn't be the case. If I have a unit that costs the same as a mortar and it's got massive, massive range and AoE, it should not one-shot my unit. And that was happening. Like, my Swift Shockers were getting one-shotted by this fucking thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. We agree with many feedback coming in that there's no counter to mortars from the ground other than snipers. Yes. This combined with the fact that players can combine mortars with strong AA units such as heavy hunters or snipers looks to amplify this issue even further. Therefore, we want to try durable/big units that make sense naturally to counter something like a mortar to counter them better. Durable units are the big durable units in the game, such as Crusaders, Mammoths, Behemoths, King Crabs, etc. Good. This is a great change. This is exactly what it should be. That's exactly what it should be. Beetle. Damage against ground units decreased by 29.4%. Okay, and against air units is normal. This one is just a mistake we made while testing out various things internally. We didn't mean for the effectiveness against ground units to be as strong as it is. Okay, because I did get all in by Beetles, and I was a little bit confused. Where I saw some things where they were utilizing the Beetles like pretty heavily against my ground, but I couldn't tell exactly how much damage there was. I don't have enough games yet to feel that out correctly. But okay, that's good to hear that they're fixing that. Okay, so overall, that looks like a very, very good first patch. Nerfing things that are just too good overall, like Beetle and Heavy Hunter, that's smart. Raider, these dedicated harass units, no good. And Mortar, yeah, that's a great change. So very good first patch here for Battle Aces. Definitely going to make the game more fun.